Okay, guys, so this week we're going to start adding in everyday math word problems 3 times a week, just so you guys are working on your word problems. So once you finish doing your order of operations assignment, and you've answered your questions, so questions 1, 2, 3, 4, answers gone here, 5, 6, 7, 8, answers gone here, and you've clicked this form, bam. Once you click it, you're going to get your everyday math form. So you've clicked here to get your video that you're watching now, and this is going to be posted Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for helping you set up your word problems or set up the problems on your everyday math. Okay, problem number 1, find the volume. I've made these little hints for you as you go along. So to help find volume, you need to multiply your length times your width times your height. The next one, Mr. Green bought 2 2/3 pounds of turkey and 3 1/2 pounds of ham at the grocery store. How many more pounds of ham than turkey did Mr. Green buy at the store? So hint, it says borrowing from a mixed number. Take one away from the whole number and add the numerator to the denominator. So it's been a while since we did that, so let me pull up this paint. Okay, so if I'm borrowing, I know that means that I am going to be subtracting. So how many more pounds tells me I'm subtracting? So I'm going to be taking 3 1/2 and subtracting 2 2/3. So 3 1/2 minus 2 2/3. First things first, do I have common denominators? No. I have to find common denominators. How do I do that? Write my multiples. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12. What do I have in common? I have 6 in common. So now I need to rewrite my fractions. I have 3 and something 6 minus 2 and something 6. Now I need to rewrite my numerator. How many times did I multiply 2 to get to 6? 3 times. And whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. And then how many times did I multiply 3 to get to 6? 2. And whatever I do to the top, I got to do to the bottom. So here's where that borrowing was talking about. Because I can't have 3 and take 4 away. So it says, hint, borrowing from a mixed number. Take 1 away from the whole number and add the numerator and the denominator together. So take 1 away from the whole number, add the numerator and the denominator together. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Denominator always stays the same. Minus 2 and 4, 6 equals something. So this is your job to solve. 2 and 9, 6 minus 2 and 4, 6. What's your answer? And you're going to type that in here. Next one. Ben is planting pine trees. He plants 214 rows with 36 in each row. How many pine trees will Ben plant? I have the word each. I need to find a total. That means I need to multiply. You need to say 214 times 36. Next one. Stephen completed 2/5 of his research paper last week and 1/3 of his research paper this week. He will finish the rest of the paper next week. What fraction of the paper must he complete? So let's find out. First things first. Do I have common denominators? No, I have 2/5 and 1/3. 2/5 plus 1/3. I got to figure out how much he's completed in all. So I'm gonna find the common denominators. Write my multiples. Great. Okay. So I got 5 and 3. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What do I have in common? 15. So I'm going to rewrite them. I have blank 15ths plus something 15ths. Now I got to rewrite the top. How many times did I multiply 5 to get to 15? 3 times, so I got to do the top the same way. How many times did I multiply 3 to get to 15? 5 times. Whenever I do to the bottom, I got to do to the top. So 6 plus 5 is 11/15. So he has completed this much of his project. But I got to figure out how much he has to finish, how much he needs to do to finish it all. So if I have one whole project, 15/15 is one whole, and I've completed 11/15 of it, how much of a project do I have left? So there's your answer. 15 minus 15, 15/15 minus 11/15 is going to give you your answer. There are 1,550 athletes and coaches going to a football game. Each bus holds 55 people. Only full buses will be able to rent. Any extra people will take cars. How many buses will be rented? How many people will need to take their cars? So if I have leftovers, if I have the word each, which means multiply or divide, but it's talking about anybody left over is going to have to take a car. Leftover note tells me I need to divide. So your leftovers are going to be your remainders. Your remainder is going to be who takes a car. So you are dividing for this problem. 1,050 divided by 55. During a science experiment, 8 students divided 18 pounds of potting soil equally. How many pounds of potting soil did each student get? My key word here is divide. What's being separated? Am I taking 8 students and cutting them up and giving them and putting them in a potting soil? Or am I going to take the potting soil and separate the potting soil and give it to my student? I'm separating the potting soil. So 18/8 is your fraction here. And if I have 18/8, I have an improper fraction. The Murphy Middle School band director took 3/4 of the band members to a solo competition. The band member reported that 2/3 of his band members who completed scored in the top rating. What fraction part of Murphy's Middle School band members scored the top rating at the solo competition? My little hint to you was the key word is of. What does the word of mean? It means to multiply. When I multiply fractions, do I have to find common denominators? No. What do I need to do? Multiply the top, then multiply the bottom. So 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. So there's your answer. I gave you a freebie. All right, and last one. Jessica bought 3 cartons of eggs at $1.45 each. So 3 cartons each cost $1.45. So $1.45 plus $1.45 plus $1.45. She had a coupon and it took 55 cents off her total price. How much did she spend? So 2 steps, multi-step. First step, how much did she spend on the eggs? 145 plus 145 plus 145 minus, because I take something away, I'm subtracting 55 cents. There's your answer. All right, guys, so here's your help for your everyday math. Remember, if you start working on this and you close out your answer, or you close this page out without hitting submit first, your work will not be saved and you're going to have to start over. So always leave this tab open maybe, or write your answers down on a piece of paper or something. But remember, if you do not complete this in one sitting and you close this out, all your work will be gone. Alrighty, friends. Hope you have a good afternoon, and I will be talking to you tomorrow. Email me if you have any questions.